1 p.m. right behind Bowling Green Park. That's right, an open economic forum. We've got experts speaking on everything from offshore tax havens to war spending. Come on out. You may even get a chance to speak yourself. And at 3 p.m. you will absolutely get a chance to speak when we have our first General Assembly. Give it up! That's right, the first on Wall Street General Assembly. Stay tuned for information on location for our General Assembly. The last announcement, in order to help us keep peaceful in this place, because we're completely calm, right? It's just the police are a little stressed right now. Oh, yeah. So let's keep it peaceful. And we've got the National Lawyers Guild Legal Observers in green hats. I'm about to give you the number, and you should write this number down in case you have any trouble legally. 212 679 6018. Go ahead and meet somebody and ask them that number if you don't know it, because we're going to get to know each other as we sleep out on Wall Street. Welcome, everybody!
Okay, John, where's Bob, guys?
Occupy Wall Street. Occupy Wall Street. Occupy Wall Street. Occupy Wall Street. There's a movement sweeping across the USA because the 1% by the laws to get their way. We're the 99ers, and we're here to say that what we're asking for is an even field to play. Occupy Wall Street. Occupy Wall Street. Occupy Wall Street. Occupy Wall Street. Hey, you members of Congress, send the lobbyists away. It's time for you to hear what we the people have got to say. Occupy Wall Street. Occupy Wall Street. Occupy Wall Street.
My name is Kay Johnson. I live here in New York City, in East Harlem. I'm here because, first of all, I've been unemployed since December of 2006.
My name's Bob Broadhurst. I'm from Local 103, Boston, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. I'm unemployed right now, and I came down here to occupy Wall Street after the first week.
My name is Lorelei Teagarden. I'm here from Johnson City, Tennessee, and I'm here for a lot of reasons, but predominantly among them being my recent unemployment and just the opportunity to join the revolution. Well, there are a lot, really. There are not a lot of jobs right now, and that's terrifying. There's not a lot of ways to better yourself unless you have money to invest in your future first. And if you don't have money to invest in your future, you basically don't have a shot.
ultimately why we're here. There is a reason for discussing this. We see people with signs that say the government. That's, I don't think, the message we want to get across. We want to take back the government, to say this is our government, this is not theirs. They can spend billions of dollars lobbying Congress. Their vote matters way more than our vote matters. Way more. They've got billions of dollars to back it.
Last week they had, or the week before, the high schools walked out. 10th graders I was talking to don't even know if they want to go to college now because they're not going to get in debt and not have a job. It's trickle-down misery.
I worked very hard through high school, and I graduated with 2 years of college credit. So when I enter college, I'm going to go straight into my major. I'm taking a break beforehand because I'm terrified of drowning in student debt for the rest of my life. And this movement is the first thing that's given me hope since I started high school that maybe my future might be okay. I might be able to find a job and get an education.
They tell you you can't use it, you're violating their own laws. So use your phone, you have a right to use it, you have a right to be heard.
People squeal, banks steal. People squeal. Citibank paid no taxes last year. Citibank paid no taxes last year. That's upside down.
Off the sidewalk into the street! Off the sidewalk into the street! Into the streets!
Out of the office, into the streets! Out of the office, into the streets! Out of the office, into the streets!
If you do so voluntarily, no charges will be placed against you. If you refuse to leave, you will be arrested and charged with disorderly conduct or other pertinent traffic infractions.
Clearly a violation.
That means they're going to get arrested.
Leave now, you corporate security guard! Wake up! Whoa! Peaceful protest! Peaceful protest! Back up! Back up, give him space! Give him space! Back up!
Go arrest the fucking banker.
Shake! 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 Shake!
they just beat up another protester. It's about the 5th protester that I seen them beat up today. When I tell you they beat them up using billy clubs. Severe. To me, it was severe. I ain't never seen nothing like it in my life, and I think it's a shame because they really weren't doing nothing.
Some? Good. Sorry. All right.
In places like the U.S. and in England or wherever else, they've already bought out all the politicians. Almost every one of them works for the corporations, right? So the first thing is, what's happening here? I mean, this is like a new paradigm, and this is like an anonymous paradigm. And what does that mean? The biggest problem has always been authority feeds narcissism. And you end up with favoritism, and you end up with oppression, and you end up with segregation. So how do you resolve that? Well, you have to eliminate an authority figure. And how do you do that? Well, you use the paradigm of anonymous. There is no authority. Every time you make a decision, somebody pops up and makes a decision with people. And how do you do that in the political arena? Well, maybe it's like jury duty.
If a corporate tax man from Wall Street was to come down and stop being such an abusive asshole and join us, then we're going to hug him too and call him brother. So what we need to do is we need to govern, we need to figure out some way to establish a set of guidelines, a set of policies, a set of demands, and a set of goals, and a set of things we're going to do. And we need to do this with compassion and reason and tolerance and a willingness to make everything better as opposed to just getting some fucking revenge. We do not need revenge. We need a better country.
There is money being flowed from Wall Street to Washington, millions and millions of dollars, and it's got to stop. Well, I would say to get the money, somehow get the Wall Street corporations are pretty much writing the laws. The financial mess is already here, and it's a huge mess. It's going to have to be unwound somehow. Federal Reserve's a huge problem, so it's going to have to start, I feel, right at the belly of the beast is what I call it, where we are right now. I have no faith anymore, and I will not vote for him no matter what, because he's not going to change.
All the money is held by the corporations that make up Wall Street. It doesn't matter what issue you talk about. It's health care versus health insurance, the war machine versus trying to find peaceful resolutions to issues around the world, environmental issues, dirty energy issues, fracking, all of them the purse strings are on Wall Street.
And we're the 99%. We just have no voice anymore at all.
Our voices are not being heard in the legal system. Our votes aren't being counted, I feel like, because of the corporations and their huge donations that they make to campaigns, which they call them donations, but they should be called bribes. I see a lot of problems in most people's future. I don't think that my situation is unique at all. I was involved on the alleged illegal crossing of the Brooklyn Bridge, and with 780 other people, which wasn't too pleasant. We got crushed. It was terrible. It was like at one of those soccer games. I just don't see. It's just going to have to evolve. Like Egypt, Tunisia. I hope it doesn't get violent and they start attacking like they've been. New York PD.
Why are you being arrested?
This is Marissa Holmes. Marissa Holmes.
Get off of her! Get off of her!
Get off of her!
Male prostitutes not allowed to touch females! What is your
Get off of her! You're hurting her!
What's your name, master? Stop!
Marissa Holmes. This is Marissa Holmes.
Stop obeying the slaves! Stop for the people! Stop for the people! What'd you do, mommy? You didn't do shit, right?
Bob, take a step back.
Public events.
What's your name?
What's your name?
Everyone else, take a seat. Get back.
Hey! Don't touch me, officer!
Marissa Holmes. Holmes.
The solutions?
Yeah, like the solutions to the problem. What are they going to look like? How are they going to be achieved?
The reinstitution of a living wage. Right now, the minimum wage in this country is $7.25 an hour. I don't think that anybody can comfortably live on that wage. And I don't mean comfortably live as in having a Mercedes in the garage and having a garage at all. I mean live comfortably as in have a refrigerator, have a cell phone that you can contact people with. So the solutions are going to be vast, and I think that it really is going to look a lot like an entire rebuilding of our political system.
Well, who's driving this? It's the young people that are driving this. They have no choice. They're in debt. And I really have hope. They're not going to stop. I can tell you that. They are not going to stop. Winter's coming. It might slow down some, but they're determined. It's spreading all the way down into high schools, pretty much, is what is going on. They're driving this, and we're behind them, us old fogies. So I really think I'm not sure how it's going to evolve, but something's going to happen.
Occupy Wall Street. Occupy Wall Street. Occupy Wall Street. Occupy Wall Street. There's a movement sweeping across the USA because the 1% by the laws get their way. We're the 99ers, and we're here to say that what we're asking for is an even field of play. Occupy Wall Street. Occupy Wall Street. Occupy Wall Street. Occupy Wall Street. Hey, you members of Congress, send the lobbyists away. It's time for you to hear what we the people have got to say. Occupy Wall Street. Occupy Wall Street. Occupy Wall Street. Occupy Wall Street. Things are getting tougher.
Talk to him real quick. Hey, can we talk to you real quick? What were you just doing?
I was just getting National Lawyers Guild written on my arm in case I get arrested.
Are you anticipating the possibility of arrest?
I'm not planning on being arrested, but I don't know what's going to happen here.
What brings you out here this morning? Why are you here?
I'm a part of Brooklyn for Peace, which is a peace organization in Brooklyn, and I'm here to show solidarity with Occupy Wall Street.
Do you think if the police do come through and sweep this place clean, do you think that'll affect the momentum of this movement?
I think it will make it larger the way all of the other police repressions have made it larger.
And what do you think why is this resonating with people? Why are we seeing these movements, these occupations pop up around the country? What is it about this that seems to be striking a chord with people?
Because people are dissatisfied with the way power is shared in the United States, and they know that most people don't have any power. So this is how they are assuming power together.
Things are getting tougher. The infrastructure failed. Gross inequity. Legislation is for sale. The needs of the many outweigh those of the few. There are 99 of us and only one of you. Hey, Mayor Bloomberg, you can take our tents away, but we'll be back in the morning. This movement is here to stay. Hey, you rogue policeman, you can use your pepper spray. There's no way you can silence free speech in the USA. always hears. Hey, you Wall Street gamblers, what's without 401ks? You guys looted the nation, but you still have jobs today. Occupy Wall Street. Occupy Wall Street. Occupy Wall Street. Hey, you members of Congress, send the lobbyists away. It's time for you to hear what we the people have got to say. Occupy Wall Street. 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 Occupy, occupy, occupy Wall Street. Occupy, occupy, occupy Wall Street.